It's a very great day, so we're going full pink to lighten up the mood. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I am Shayla. I know I couldn't shut up about how tired I was in my last vlog, but when I tell you I was so exhausted. I last vlogged on a Sunday. I woke up Monday. I canceled every single social plan I had for the entire week. My social battery, it was at 0. I did nothing social last week. Well, that's not true. Monday, I did go visit Brooke and babysat for a little bit and hung out with her. But other than that, I was in sweatpants every single day. I stayed home, I edited, and I just like needed to be with myself. I was so freaking tired. And now I feel so much better. I'm obsessed with this coffee place, Maru Coffee. They've just recently opened up in Williamsburg and they make a vanilla bean latte that I wake up thinking about most mornings. But it's literally like an $8 latte and I just can't do it. The places I usually go are like $5 lattes or even less because now I've made friends with the people there, so I get like a neighbor discount. But an $8 latte, it's a once in a while treat, not an everyday treat, you know? So I got some vanilla bean paste and we're gonna try and make our own vanilla bean latte at home. I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're gonna wing it and see if we can come up with something comparable. Oat milk, vanilla bean paste, and some cinnamon is like what I'm envisioning for this. We'll use my little frother. Oh, she's working. We love that. Let's see how we go. We're gonna just start with a little bit of oat milk, a little cinnamon. I'm gonna do a half a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. Fingers crossed this works. At Maru Coffee, they put like vanilla bean paste on the inside of the glass, like swipe it. But I think first we need to put the espresso shot in. We've got our 2 shots of espresso. I guess I'm just gonna like put it on the back of this wooden spoon. Wow, well, they do a much more aesthetic job than me, but that's okay. We've got our swipes going. And we're gonna do ice. Okay, the grand reveal. I mean, I feel like it tastes pretty similar, but I will be honest, for some reason, I feel like it tastes better when they make it. But you know what? I'm going to say that that was a success. I'm pretty happy with my little vanilla bean iced latte. Also, in my week of doing absolutely nothing social, I started a new series on my Instagram and TikTok. It's like a little fall reset series. I am also sharing the videos to YouTube Shorts. And I don't know how many episodes are gonna be up by the time you see this vlog, but today I just posted episode 2 on my Instagram. I'll actually overlay a couple of clips of my series, but I'm basically going room by room and doing a fall reset in my apartment and also in my life. I think last week, having my week to myself, I was able to get re-inspired and like recharged through that week and just thinking about what I want to be focusing on this fall, and it's making me excited for fall, you know, because I'm a little sad summer's over, but I'm not going to talk about it anymore. And we're shifting into fall with grace and appreciation for the new season. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Also, Bloom Nutrition sent me these. I haven't tried them yet, but I thought we could try them together. They're Super Greens gummies. I really like Groons as well. Oh, yum. Very into those. I feel like between all of the traveling I was doing and how social I was being, I have fallen out of my healthy routine. I'm still like probably healthy by most people's standards, but I've just fallen out of my journaling routine, my workout routine, because my foot was injured. It's finally back to normal. I worked out for the first time in like 2.5 or 3 weeks yesterday. So this fall reset is just like for me to get back on track / create a new rhythm. Just decided that I'm going to create a little playlist on my YouTube channel for this fall reset mini series so you can easily find the videos, because I feel like that'll just be easier for you and I love you. And we're gonna film episode 4 today of this mini series. Also, I feel like there's like black lines going across my screen. I don't know what to do about that. The lighting is terrible in here today, so apologies. It's quite dark outside today. Like I said, it is a very gloomy gray day. We are having a storm currently, so not the best lighting for vlogging, unfortunately. You know what time it is? It's Yule log season. Yes, we needed that. Let's talk fall reset. Basically, episode 1 was me refreshing my bathroom. I got new towels and like cleaned everything in my bathroom. Episode 2, I cleaned up my makeup bag, got new products, got rid of old products. Episode 3 was all about making a fit girl fall plan, which I did a whole podcast episode on this. But basically, my fit girl fall plan is like, it's kind of giving 75 hard, but not. If that makes sense. You should go and listen to the podcast episode because it's going to give you like a more in-depth explanation of it. But I am going to share my Fit Girl Fall plan with you. I basically was on a walk one morning with Bali and I was like, I really feel like locking in for fall. I want to come up with a little plan for myself, but I don't want it to just be about like getting physically fit. I want to get emotionally fit, energetically fit, spiritually fit, and physically fit, like all the things. I just really want to lock in for fall and give me something to be excited about for fall. Also, it is so dark in here. It's not my vibe. It's not my aesthetic. I hate it. I'm gonna ignore it. Okay. Composing myself. Fit Girl Fall plan. Essentially, you're gonna listen to the podcast episode, the Yoga Inspired Life podcast, episode 271. Go and listen to it after you watch this video. But you essentially make 4 categories: physical, mental, emotional, energetic, and then you pick 1 to 3, no more than 3, habits that you're gonna commit to throughout fall, okay? That is what I did, and this is what I'm committing to for fall. For physical, I'm doing a new workout routine where I do berries twice a week, Pilates twice a week, and yoga twice a week. The second thing is I'm getting back into doing 15,000 steps a day. While my foot was injured, I was walking probably 1,000 steps a day. Which was torture for someone like me. And so, yeah, I need to get back into that. Just even for my mental health, like I feel better when I'm moving my body. And the third commitment that I'm making, nourishment. I wanna focus on cooking more at home, eating more at home. I've been eating out so much. I've been drinking a lot more than normally. Not anything crazy, but just more than I would like to. And so we're locking in. I've really been enjoying myself and that was all good and well, but it's time to rein it in now. Mental, recommitting to my meditation practice because I've really just lost it. I will meditate probably once every 3 days and that's just not the vibe for me. Doing my affirmations daily. Number 3, journaling in my Activate, Align, Expand journal. Emotional fitness. I want to do a somatic release exercise once a week. So whether that's like tapping, intuitive movement, or breath work, but something. Number 2, therapy, which I've been going to weekly, but just really want to recommit to that because it's been very helpful for me. And number 3 is boundaries. And that looks like me only saying yes when things are 100% aligned. Something I've been working on. Energetic fitness, I want to do a brain dump journal every single night. So when I get into bed, I want to have a separate journal where I just brain dump all my thoughts, worries, concerns, excitements, feelings, whatever, and just get it all out on paper so that I can rest with a peaceful mind. I love brain dumping and I don't typically do it at night. I usually journal in the morning. So I feel like maybe doing it at night will help me because I've been having really bizarre, vivid dreams at night. And I feel like that's my sign that my subconscious mind is trying to work through some things. So we're just gonna try and get it all out on paper so that hopefully I can rest soundly. Then I want to do an energy reset every Sunday or Monday if I don't get to it, but I want to like Palo Santo or sage the house, do a little tidy up. Just feel like I'm doing an intentional energy reset weekly. And then lastly, I want to do at least like 10 minutes of aligned self-development work every single day. Whether that's reading for 10 minutes in a self-development or a spiritual book, or doing a course, or doing a specific guided meditation or something of those sorts. Like I just want to be more intentional about tapping into my spiritual and self-development practice on a daily basis. I do so pretty regularly, but again, I feel like I've lost touch with it since being so busy over the last couple of weeks, and I just really want to lock in and get back to it. So that's my Fit Girl Fall plan. That's like part of this fall reset, right? I do really well when I commit myself to a challenge. That's just episode 3 of the reset. Episode 4, we are changing over my closet for fall. It's time to pull out all of my fall/cold weather clothes and put them in my closet and pack away my bikinis for now, sadly. I'm not gonna complain. It was a beautiful, lovely summer. It just went too fast. I've been procrastinating doing this because it just always feels like a very overwhelming job. I love my apartment, my closet. It is criminal how small it is. It's really, I don't really know what they were thinking. A man obviously designed this apartment. I hate to say it, but it's clear that a man designed this apartment because a woman would never design such a beautiful apartment and make the closet this big. A woman would never do that. Anyway, I do have a brand call at like 4 o'clock, but we've got a good amount of time before then. So I'm just praying that I can get through this. No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna feel so good. And I am going to film this on my phone because again, this is for the mini series. So I need, oh my gosh, the lighting is so much better in my bedroom, probably because the room's smaller. We're gonna set my little tripod and there's not really much for me to say to you. So I'm just gonna make this a cute little montage with music. I am 2.5 hours in, and I'm at that point in the process where I'm questioning, like, what did I get myself into? Do I even like any of these clothes? Should I just get rid of everything? Like, who am I? What's my style? What's happening? What am I doing? I'm done. I'm basically at the point in the process where I'm crashing out. No, I'm fine. I just like, some of these clothes holds meaning that I don't want to remember, and it's just like, some of it I do like, I guess. I don't know. I've got to get through this though. I've got to get through this. I will say I will probably do another closet clean out at some point during the fall or winter season, because I need to like put together outfits and figure out what is happening. But I guess I need to keep in mind the purpose of this whole thing. It's resetting for fall. That's it. I don't have to change my whole vibe around in one day. It's just taking out summer clothes, putting in fall and winter-ish or colder weather clothes. That's it. And I guess if there's anything I don't like or anything that just doesn't hold good memes for me, we can just get rid of it. Can't think too much about it. I'm starting to feel quite overwhelmed. This is cute though. This I like. This I'll wear again. This is always a much longer process than I anticipate / remember it to be. I'm basically done, but I need to take a pause from this because I have a brand call in like 20 minutes. But we're getting there. I basically just need to go through my sweaters and stuff. Okay, and we're back. We're back to the sweaters. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Although I will say this has been the perfect day to do this because it's just been yucky out all day. A closet clean out just hits different when it's a rainy, gloomy day. You cannot convince me otherwise. You know what I was just thinking about though? I feel like I just switched over my closet for summer, so I don't understand how I'm doing this back this way. Time really does fly. Really does fly. And we are done. The closet has been fallified for the most part. Got all my little hats out. I'm probably gonna go through my closet at some point again and like try and put together outfits and figure out what's going on in here, but that's for another day. That took me 5 hours. That's madness. Donating 2 big bags. This feels so good, I'm not even gonna lie. Because I have been sharing my life online for like 10 years, I say no to probably 95% of PR because one person does not need that much stuff. Yes, it's fun in the beginning to get free stuff, but I mean, probably for the last like, I would say 6 years, I'm like, unless I know I'm gonna 100% use it or I'm really keen to try it, I just say no. So whenever I do receive PR and I don't know who it's from, I'm always like, ooh, exciting, because I don't say yes to a lot of PR. Yay, this is from Salt and Stone. They sent me a few things. Body wash. I really like Salt and Stone a lot. I like their candles as well. Let's smell this. I don't need to open this up just yet because I'm still finishing my Osea one, but let's smell. Oh my gosh, wait, that smells incredible. I've never smelled that before. Saffron and cedar. I'm excited to start using that. Not right now. I like to use something till it's done, you know? I don't like to waste around here. Oh yay, some hand cream, neroli and basil, which this we can open up straight away because I am in need of some hand cream. Oh, I love the packaging. That's really pretty. Oh, that smells incredible. I don't know why I'm showing you, like you can smell it. Also, I'm about to get in the shower, so that's kind of pointless, but love. Oh, that's so nice. Wow. Black Rose deodorant. I love the color of this. Oh, wow. That smells incredible. I'm actually pretty keen to start using this now. I am using one from Athena Club that I like pretty well, but I'm always into trying new deodorants, especially ones that are, yeah, made without parabens, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read that word, but I think this is fairly clean ingredients, so yay, that was so nice. Thank you, Salt and Stone. A little Christmas in October. Keeping it very simple for dinner tonight, just doing one of these kitchery packets from Divya's. I am obsessed. See, like, this is the perfect night for one of these because I'm just not in the mood to actually cook anything. So I'm gonna add some spinach and maybe some broccolini to it. And it's just like so low lift. We're gonna try this Salt and Stone deodorant today. I'm going to my first berries class in like 3 weeks. I could not be more excited. I missed it so much. This deodorant smells so good. But the question is, will it carry me through a berries class? To be continued. Today has kind of turned out to be a crazy busy day. But like I said yesterday, one of my Fit Girl Fall goals slash commitments is to cook more at home, eat more meals at home, and just focus on my nutrition because I want to feel good. And I do enjoy eating out, but eating out as much as I have been between traveling and all that stuff has just not been doing it for me. So we're gonna make a little stew. We're gonna use my Caraway cookware. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, then you know I have been a Caraway fan and customer for years. I switched over to non-toxic cookware like I want to say 6 years ago. And the reason I switched over to non-toxic cookware is like for the obvious reasons. I don't want to be consuming toxins when I'm cooking food. I did a plant-based nutrition course years ago, I want to say in like 2020, and we learned a lot about cookware, overconsumption of oil, and obviously plant-based nutrition. One of the things that shocked me the most is that 92% of Americans have PFAs, which is a very toxic chemical, which is often found in traditional non-stick cookware, literally in their blood. And that has been linked to all sorts of health risks and health concerns, from immune system problems to reproductive struggles to even cancer, which is honestly really scary because when you think about how much we use our pots and pans, I don't know, for me at least, it really made me think about what type of cookware I'm actually using. Because if I'm gonna spend the time to cook and be mindful about what I'm putting in my body and the ingredients and all this stuff, it's like seems counterintuitive to then cook it in toxic cookware. It's just kind of like frightening because 95% of home goods are made with toxic materials like PTFE or Teflon. In fact, I want to say I feel like I read over 70% of frying pans sold in America contain toxic chemicals. And we are heating those up and then it's going into our food and then we're ingesting that food. There's just enough toxicity in the world as it is. I feel like this is something so easily avoidable by switching to non-toxic cookware, which is why I switched to Caraway. It's literally so beautiful, first of all, but that's besides the point. Although I do love that Caraway is so aesthetic and beautiful, the main reason why I love Caraway is because they're 100% non-toxic. So that's first and foremost. All of Caraway's cookware is made with ceramic coating, which makes it naturally super slick and non-stick, which is great because then you don't have to use a bunch of oil. It's also so easy to clean because it is made with ceramic coating. I would recommend going with the cookware set like I did because when you get the set, instead of buying individually, you can save 20%. It comes with a saute pan, fry pan, Dutch oven, and saucepan. Plus it comes with lids for all of them, a lid holder, and magnetic pan rack for storage. Plus you can stack my discount code on top for an additional 10% off. The code is Shayla10, all one word. I have my mom using Caraway. I've used Caraway, like I said, for like 6 years. I just think everybody needs Caraway. Really good quality cookware, which makes cooking easier and more fun, and also just better for you, you know? So I will leave a link for you in the description box to check them out. I'm a big fan. Of course, if you watch my videos, you see me using my cream Caraway cookware set all the time because it's iconic. All right, white bean stew, washed and chopped kale. You need to chop up this little onion. The other thing too is that you just want to cook with low to medium heat on these pans. Like you don't have to crank up the heat. And you can use a very small amount of butter or oil when you're cooking. If you know me, you know I'm all about minimal oil in my food. Caraway just makes that really easy to do. That's actually the original way I think I found Caraway all those years ago. I was going predominantly oil-free with my diet. I needed to find a really high quality, non-toxic cookware. And once I started using Caraway, I never went back. Just starting this off with a little onion and like a tablespoon of crushed garlic. I'm just gonna add in my cherry tomatoes whole and let them stew in there with a little bit of salt and pepper. I always feel like I have my own little cooking show when I do a recipe vlog for you guys. It's so fun. I'm just gonna cover that for a little bit and let all of that soften up. And I'm gonna do two kinds of beans. I'm doing white beans. This is like a white bean stew. Butter beans and cannelli beans. And now that the tomatoes have softened up, I'm just gonna gently kind of crush them open. I'm gonna add in my kale, juice from half of a lemon. For the broth, you can use vegetable broth, or I always like to use this vegan bouillon. It's called Better Than Bouillon. It's so good. We'll also add a little bit of tomato paste just to richen up the flavor a little bit. Actually, I think I'm gonna add in a half a bag of spinach in here as well because I just want a lot of greens in here. Totally forgot that I wanted to add sun-dried tomatoes to this. to just add them now. This is more of a stew than a soup, I should mention. I'm gonna do probably like the equivalent to a tablespoon of tomato paste. Since this is almost out, I'm actually just gonna add hot water to this little jar and make the starter broth in here. And then there's still like some bouillon in here, so I'm gonna add more water and like a tablespoon of cornstarch just to thicken up the stew a little bit. This smells so good. I don't even know what it tastes like though, because I have not even had a taste of it. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Wow. Just warmed up some water in the kettle that I'm adding in. I feel like that's good. I don't want it to be too soupy. Okay, heat is off. I'm just gonna put a lid on it and let it sit. Lol, she knows where to go. For the first time maybe ever, well, at least in a really long time, I went dark with my nails. I'm kind of vibing it. I went rogue. Also, can I just say, I'm so happy we prepped dinner because it's 8:15 and I'm just now walking home and I'm so hungry. While I wait for this stew to stew up, also here are my nails. Although I'm a neutral nail girly, so I don't know how long I'm gonna last with these because I like neutral nails, but I was like, fall, let's go. Got a package from Osea, which makes me really excited because I'm just praying that it is a restock of my body oil because I'm almost out. Bless! This is the actual best body oil in the world. Literally use it every single night. I'm hoping that it's new glassware that I ordered. Oh, box in a box. I do have like smaller ribbed drinking glasses, but other than that, I don't have any other drinking glasses, so I wanted to get some more. Yes, these are so pretty. Love these, and these are a nice size too. You know what our cutie dinner needs? A little crisp apple olipop in a wine glass, obviously. Also, I topped the stew with some fresh basil and red chili pepper flakes, and it turned out so good. I have a confession. I stayed up until 1 o'clock in the morning last night reading my book. I'm reading every summer after, and I had started it on the plane when I was going to Utah. It hadn't really picked up for me yet, and I wasn't totally into it, but last night when I cracked it open, it finally picked up, and I could not put it down. So long story short, I'm a little tired this morning, and terrible news, I ran out of coffee. 6 hours of sleep and no caffeine yet, which I don't love for myself, but you know what? I just could not put that book down. Oh my gosh. I had to actually like force myself to close it last night. I thought, oh, it's probably like 11. And I was like, 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh. Damn. It's just engulfed in it. I'm currently getting ready for a breakfast, bubbles, and Botox event at Greenwich Aesthetics. I've never been there before, but it is owned by 2 plastic surgeons and they have really great reviews online. And they invited me to this event and I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm not sure what I will get done, if anything. Potentially just like touching up my lips a little bit because I do have a little bit of filler in my lips, but I don't like it to look overdone. However, I will say my metabolism, like I just blow through the product really quickly. So it might be nice to have my lips touched up slightly, but we shall see. Also, I totally forgot to tell you yesterday about that Salt and Stone deodorant I wore to Barry's. I kept like smelling it and thinking it was somebody next to me that had really good smelling perfume on, but there was no one next to me. Then I realized it was myself, which is a great feeling. When you're like, oh my gosh, something smells so good. I'm like, oh, it's me. That deodorant smelled incredible and it lasted my entire workout and throughout the rest of the afternoon. And so giving that a 10 out of 10. When it comes to injectables and aesthetics, I just want to do whatever's going to make me feel my best. And I don't want to look overdone. I don't want to look like somebody else. I want to look like myself. Also, I know I've said this before, but I just want to reiterate it again. I never share about aesthetics with the intention of trying to like influence you to do anything. I'm just trying to be transparent because I think that's important. And I think if I'm trying to influence you to do anything, it's to just do whatever makes you feel your best. It's your life, it's your body. You deserve to feel good in your body and do whatever makes you feel good. coming, sorry. You lost me momentarily. Heating up some of my soup for lunch. And here is my face. I absolutely love Dr. Tepper. I'm so happy that I went this morning. The office is stunning. It's in Tribeca. I believe it's Greenwich Street Aesthetics is the name of the office. Beautiful office, amazing staff. And I didn't really do much. We didn't do anything in my bottom lip. We just like did the tiniest drop of filler on my top lip. And then I did do a little Botox refresh on my forehead. Nothing crazy. Can't really see it currently. But I really loved that he was like, I still want you to have movement. I want you to look like yourself, young, vibrant, like nothing crazy. We're not overfilling. And that is very much my vibe. Typically for events like this, I'm contracted to do like a 60-minute yoga class, right? So obviously this is a little bit different.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you guys. So I'm so excited. Just had a very successful brand call with Bentley. I'm teaching a yoga class for them for a special event, which is so cool. And now I actually think while I do these dishes, I'm going to preview the next podcast episode for the Yoga Inspired Life podcast. My editor just sent it over to me. So I'm gonna multitask.
Every time you say yes, that's like a mini manifestation. It's a commitment and the people pleasing yes feels right in a way that you can't even explain. It feels grounded. There's no inner tension. I want to do this. There is a with a little bit of hesitation. This is a yes. Now on the other hand, a people getting ready for yet another event. Island Co. is opening up in Williamsburg and they're doing a little grand opening party. So I'm gonna stop by that. And then I'm going to dinner with my girlfriend Brittany tonight, which will be fun. I know I said I want to stop eating out so much, but balance.
Good morning. You're the cutest girl in the world. Hey, don't bite my finger. She's always so cute and sweet in the morning. Do you want to go on a walk?
I just had such a big cry during therapy. Like to the point where I feel completely drained. Therapy is incredible, but it's a lot of work. I'm so grateful for my therapist. She's amazing. I will say that these days, my sessions are not always as heavy and hard as today's was, but it just was like, a lot. It's funny because the bonus episode that went live on my Patreon today, which by the way, if you don't know that, I do 2 bonus episodes. I've been doing like more like 3 or 4 episodes every single month, but the promise of my Patreon is 2 additional bonus episodes of the Yoga Inspired Life podcast every single month. It's less than a cup of coffee. It's called Aligned Access on Patreon. You can find that at patreon.com/Shayla Quinn. It's a very cozy, safe space over there. So I'm just like much more raw, vulnerable, and honest over there. I digress. The episode that went live on there today was called Healing Isn't Linear, where I talk about how the healing process and like journey with grief is so up and down. And when I recorded that episode, probably like 2 weeks ago, I was having a day. I'm not really having a hard day today, but that session was just, I'm processing a lot right now. But I was having one of those moments where I was like, whoa, this is crazy, because you can feel like you're over something, and you can be making strides and feeling so good in regards to something, and then the next minute you're like back in the trenches and everything feels sad and hard and heavy. And I just want to normalize that. I don't even know what vlog it was in. It was probably a couple of weeks ago. I had shared that I didn't cry a tear during therapy, and I was like, am I healing? And I made a little joke, but it's like, the truth is healing looks like not crying sometimes and crying sometimes, or not crying at all, or crying all the time, or feeling good and then feeling challenged. And it's just like, there's no one way to heal. And I just want to normalize, like, let yourself just be in process if you're healing from something, or dealing with grief, or going through heartbreak, or experiencing loss, or whatever it might be. It's normal to have ups and downs, and twists and turns, and to just sometimes feel a little all over the map. This is just your gentle reminder that just because you have a hard moment or day or week or month doesn't mean you're not making progress. On another note, I placed an order on White Fox. After I just got rid of 2 giant bags full of clothes. I bought some more, you know, retail therapy. Wanted to get some fresh sweatsuits for the fall winter season. And I love the matching sets from White Fox. They're so cute and comfy. I have not ordered a sweat set from White Fox in a minute. I decided it was time, you know, out with the old, in with the new. I have a ton of admin work to do today, but I'm gonna procrastinate right now and just try on all my new outfits. Maybe that'll make me feel better.
I hate to say it, but this is making me feel better already.
Number one is red. I love this so much. Look at the back, how cute. I could not get over this. I loved this print so much that I got it also in gray. I'll show you in a second. I get the small medium in the sweatshirts and then a small in the sweatpants. They just fit so well. They're so comfy and cute. And I just love a matching set for when I'm working from home. It just makes me feel put together, but it gets better. You know my New Balance 530s that I love so much? You know the ones I'm always talking about. I got them in red. I love these. Also, I feel like this would be really cute and just like with an all black set on and like a little pop of red. Very into these. I know they're gonna be comfy and cute, so I don't even try them on. And then I did get it in gray with the red as well. I know you're probably like, Shayla, why? I just really like the red and I think the back is so cute. And we need a little variety, okay? There's 7 days in a week and I need a fresh set for every day, personally. And I think this will be really cute with the New Balance sneakers too, so love. Then I saw this one, which I really love because I got the shorts with it, which I will show you in a second, but it's a little bit more simple with the blue writing on white and some cutie sweat shorts because sometimes you just want to wear shorts, you know? Then I got this half zip. By the way, I will link everything below in the color Red Velvet. I really love it. It's giving nails, it's giving fall. And I got the matching sweatpants. I will say this half zip runs pretty oversized. I didn't notice the other ones running this oversized. I probably could have sized down, honestly. I will keep it and vibe with it because I think it's like a cute oversized look and I can kind of tuck the front in. But just FYI, this is the small medium and it's a little big. But I do like my sweatpants and sweatshirts oversized, so just keep that in mind. But I think it looks quite cute. And I love the like pink with this burgundy wine color. I think it looks really nice. And then the last thing I got was this workout set. It's a little halter top and shorts. I really love their shorts. This underwear is like not the right underwear to wear underneath it because you can totally see it, but small in the shorts and small in the top. And I liked that it was a longer top. I typically will wear just like a regular short sports bra when I'm working out. That's what I feel most comfortable in. But I've kind of been wanting a top that's a bit longer just in case I don't feel like being exposed, especially around that time of the month. That's when I'm like, no, I don't want my stomach out, okay? And I feel like this top is perfect for that. It's really comfortable. There is some light padding in there, so it really lifts the girls up, if you know what I mean, which I'm not mad at. And that is my White Fox haul. Very happy with that. I am feeling a little better. I will say that distracted me. That distracted me. We needed that. Okay, lunch, admin work, and then I have an event tonight at Humming Puppy with TheraBody. Getting some editing done on my phone. Took some photos of the white bean stew and I'm having a little snack. I'm normally not a big snack person, but for some reason today, I think I'm just like looking for extra energy. She thinks she's gonna get cucumber, but she's not. Just doing some avocado. These are the crackers by Simple Mills. Some cucumber and this Ithaca hummus that I love so, so much. Look the way she's holding me. I just love this dog so much. She's so sweet. She like curled up next to me during my therapy appointment and just sat there for moral support the whole time. And I'm just so grateful for her. She's so good.
Transfer is available.
Back in my happy place on my yoga mat. The event last night with TheraBody was to celebrate the fact that you can now get TheraBody in Ulta, and also they came out with a new LED mask, which if you know me, you know my OG one I got 2 years ago, like I'm pretty sure September 2023, and I wear this like 5 to 6 days a week, sometimes every day. I am obsessed with this mask. There are a few differences between the masks, but the two that ring a bell in my head that I wanted to share with you is number one, the new one is a lot lighter, actually. I guess I did notice that this one was a little heavy, but it never bothered me because I loved the mask itself and I love the results. And also, the most exciting one is that this one is basically half the price. You're still getting the same exposure to the LED. It's just a slightly longer runtime because I think there's like just a few less lights in this one than there are in this one. But because they made the treatment time 3 minutes longer, so this one is 9 minutes, this one is 12, you're still getting the same level of treatment, if that makes sense. They said it last night so much better. They had the head of science from TheraBody there at the event last night, like kind of explaining everything. I had Shavasana brain, so I was trying to soak up what he was saying, but those were the two differences that really stood out to me. And I feel like that's so exciting because I know the biggest bit of feedback that I would get from you guys when I would share about this mask is that it was so expensive, and it was pricey. I will say though, like again, to say that I use it nearly every day for the last 2 years, I think the cost is worth it. Also, the results have been amazing. I feel like my skin is so much more clear on a regular basis and I just love using it. But I'm so happy that the new one is like half the price. It's so worth it. I'm gonna link it below for you guys. I love it so much. I love that it's hands-free. This one I will say feels more comfortable because it's lighter and it's just the best LED mask. And no, they're not sponsoring me. They've never sponsored me. I would love that though, TheraBody, hit me up. I'm just like a massive fan of this mask and I have been since the day I got it. Also, I'm going to my first hot yoga class this morning of the season. I'm so happy. I don't know if you know this, but I only do hot yoga in the fall, winter, and spring just because it's like so warm here in New York. Going to a hot yoga class in the summer just literally doesn't make sense. At least not for my body. I can only do hot yoga like 1 or 2 times a week just because I have super sensitive skin and it just doesn't work well with my sensitive skin if I'm going too frequently. So I've found 1 or 2 times a week is like my sweet spot. Also, look what came in the mail last night. Yay, we can do coffee at home today.
You're such a good girl. Okay, I'm gonna go to yoga and then I'll be back, okay? You stay here? This house always has the best decorations. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of gagged that it's like Halloween time already. How did that happen? Look how cute this is though. So I will be honest, my puffer is on and my Ugg boots are on. It's like 45 degrees today. I'm not coping well. Thank you. Shayla Quinn. Long time, thank you. That felt so freaking good. I'm so happy that I went. That's one good thing about the cold weather season. Hot yoga and hot Pilates. You know I use my body oil at night, but for daytime, I like to layer these two. I like to do a body serum, especially on my neck and décolleté, and then I layer that up with a light body lotion. I like these two from Osea. Are you surprised? Probably not. This is your gentle reminder that body care is just as important as skincare on your face. I never skip moisturizing my entire body after I shower or take a bath. Have you ever used Crown Affair dry shampoo? I have not. I usually use the Living Proof one or the one from K18, but I've been hearing so much about this one from Crown Affair, and it was in the checkout line at Sephora, and I was like, you know what? I really want to try this. I think I'm doing this right. I don't really know. Seems to be working. That's the only thing about hot yoga or like a hot Pilates class is that best done on like a hair wash day. Otherwise your hair is just like wrecked, at least for me. And I'm not even really a big sweater. Like I really don't sweat very much. But in hot yoga, I be sweating, let me tell you. Okay, I actually think that's really good. Okay, Crown Affair. I like that it doesn't feel sticky either. Sometimes that K18 one, I really like it, but I noticed that now that I don't have my extensions in, it feels a little bit heavy sometimes, but Crown Affair, I'm into it. Although I am just putting it up in a hair clip because I kind of want it just out of my face. I am so hungry right now. We need to make food immediately. I honestly wanted to eat right when I got home from my class, but my outfit was like soaking wet with sweat that I was like, need to shower first. I am quite literally shaking now. I'm so hungry. All I can think about is making protein pancakes with these giant blueberries that I got at the shops. Look at these blueberries. They are massive. I'm gonna use my caraway pan, obviously. And I love this plant protein pancake and waffle mix from Birch Benders. I've been using this one for, I don't know, at least a couple of years now. It's so easy, you just add water. There's like 14 grams of protein per serving. And the best part is about using the caraway pan is you don't have to use a bunch of oil to make these. I always like to do a little bit of cinnamon on my pancakes. Just a little drizzle of maple syrup because I don't like them when they're soggy. Yum, how good do those look? Just catching up on some admin work, and then I have quite a bit of editing that I need to do, which I'm just gonna do on my phone. I have some content due by the end of day today. So I really need to lock in and get that done. I've been staring at my phone for the last, like, what time did I start? Was that at 12:30 probably? 4 hours editing pictures and videos and stuff on my phone. I don't want to look at a screen anymore, but I have so many emails I need to answer. So what I do when I'm like struggling, because I am kind of struggling right now, like I want to be done. I'm gonna set a timer on my phone for 15 minutes and I'm gonna see how many emails I can get done in 15 minutes. And then I'm done. I'm done. She's ready for attention. 10 minutes. I've just been on the couch with you the whole afternoon. She's so needy. I love it though. I won't lie, I love it. That is always such a foolproof way to get some good focused work in. Like set a timer for 15 or 20 minutes and just lock in. I did get a fair amount done. That was pretty good. Okay, I need to give you a book update because I finished Every Summer After. I was gonna show you the book, but I read it on my Kindle, so I can't really show you. This book was so good. It was a recommendation from my high school bestie, Diana, who lives in Arizona. I went to her baby shower in February. I had like put up an Instagram story and was like, what should I read next? And she messaged me. She's like, you have to read this book. It did not disappoint. Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. 10 out of 10. Loved every second of the book. Well, okay. It did take me like a hot minute to get into it, but that's just how I am with books. The second that I like got into it this week, as you know, I was up until like 1 o'clock in the morning, multiple nights this week reading this book, and I finished it last night and it was so good. So highly recommend. Very sweet love story. Oh, loved it. Really needed that. I needed that to like break up the thrillers and kind of aggressive books I was reading prior. The next book I'm gonna read is After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Somebody was talking about this on a podcast. I'm trying to think of who. I think I was listening to Girls Gotta Eat and they were talking about this book and they said it was a fantastic book, and I went to go buy it for my Kindle, but it was actually cheaper to buy the book. So I ordered the book like a couple of days ago because I was like, I think I'm getting close to being done with Every Summer After. So I'm gonna start this tonight. On another note, I am really craving shepherd's pie. Random, I know, but that's what I'm thinking about. There's a really good vegan one that Minimalist Baker has, and I think I'm gonna make this, although I don't think I'm actually gonna bake it. My thought is I'll make the mashed potatoes, obviously, and then I'll make the lentil like pie part. And then I think that I will just put the lentil stew essentially on top of the mashed potatoes. Lazy girl shepherd's pie. You can literally find the recipe just by Googling vegan shepherd's pie, Minimalist Baker. I've made this tons and tons and tons of times, so it should be pretty simple. We do need to go to the store though, because we need to get some frozen veggies and potatoes. Ugh, they make these recipes so long, so you gotta scroll through so much. I actually might have lentils. Let me look really quick. We have red lentils. I think the recipe calls for green lentils, but who cares?
I don't care. We're gonna use them. Also, I'm well aware it's a Friday night and I'm just gonna acknowledge it now. I don't have any plans. And that was on purpose. That was intentional. Because I have plans literally every single night for the next almost week. Tomorrow, I have an event and then I have a date. Sunday, football Sunday with my friend Brittany. Monday night, I have an event. Tuesday night, I have a date. Wednesday night, I have an event. Thursday night, I have the Bentley event that I'm teaching at. And then Friday, I don't have anything yet. But like, that is like 6 straight days of like plans every evening. And that's just like a lot for me. We're gonna take tonight to have self-care night. We're gonna do a little solo night in, cook a yummy meal, watch a show, maybe Real Housewives. I don't know. We'll see what we get into. Maybe a little 90-day fiance, honestly, if I'm feeling crazy. Also, I feel like this is gonna be a really long vlog. So if you're still here with me, you're a real one and I love you. I know you guys like long vlogs. I typically don't vlog this long though. This is a full week in my life. We're really doing it. Would you like to come with me? She's probably thinking like, I thought you'd never ask. I see your tail wagging. Okay, we're doing the red. Oh yeah, nothing better than a fresh pear. So I'm basically gonna follow that recipe from Minimalist Baker, but I'm gonna change things up as I do, you know? I'm going to use red lentils instead of brown and green, as you know. I think I'm also gonna add some spinach and some mushrooms in there just to like beef up the veg a little bit. And then I always love Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, that's a really hard word to say. I like that with my shepherd's pie. How good is this bag, by the way, that I got for Bali? It's so good. I can just sneak her into the market, you know, incognito, and then carry my groceries home in it. Love that. I also did get my favorite sweet treat because they're always out, so I got 2 bags. I'm not gonna lie, I usually have like 5 to 10 each night. That's all I need. I'm not a big sweets girl. Sometimes I need a little something sweet after dinner. While I'm cooking, I'm gonna do a little snack. I got some garlic, butter beans, olives, and pickles. Favorite vegan cheese, very yummy, with some crackers. Wait, you know what else we need while we cook? Also obviously need a cute little drink in a wine glass. Root beer, which is kind of random. Oh wow. It's giving red wine. Cheers. Wow, it's the little things that make me happy, I tell you what. This turned out perfect. I have my mashed potatoes over here. This is not my whole bowl. This is all the mashed potatoes I made. I'm gonna serve myself in this bowl. I'm gonna do the mashed potatoes on the bottom, backwards shepherd's pie. So I don't know if I can even call this shepherd's pie anymore. I'm gonna do a little more fresh thyme on top. Success, it looks so good. It smells even better. I'm so excited. Also, do not forget, if you're wanting to swap out your pans for a non-toxic alternative, you have to try Caraway. And if I were you, I would just get the set because you save when you get the set. And then also you can put my code ShaylaQuinn10 on top for an additional 10% off of that, which is just such a good deal. You can't beat it. You can use my code ShaylaQuinn10 for 10% off site-wide as well. Time for me to clock out, turn the camera off, can't look at any more screens, can't talk, can't do anything but sit on the couch and watch my show. But I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, babe.